Will that really reward you toward winning a game versus learning specific strategic methods, maneuvers, plays, or honing your endgame skills toward pocketing further points and thereby gaining rating points? Aim higher. Set your standards higher. Be better. I mean, you're aiming at a level of player that is more or less intermediate. I already made this comment earlier that players under 2400 are intermediate. So if you aim higher, aim at becoming a better player. Basically, Gotham Chess is an advanced intermediate player. He is hoping to become a grandmaster for a reason, because then he will be a real player. I would only hope to do the same thing myself, as my rating is even lower and weaker. I'm not as good as Gotham. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. Let us get our party started. And it looks like it's Ron Hay and I. Pop out, get some tunes going for a little bit, whatever they might be. And I do know who I'm dealing with here, and it could be very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Yes, yes. Can I bother him so much? I'm missing my dark squared bishop. I'm actually kind of curious as to what in the world I am going to do without my dark squared bishop. So this was part of the plan, to open up and expose his king. But I don't know that it was a good part of the plan. So we're going to have to find out about this. Whether it was a good part of the plan here. Yes. What is he up to just now here? He just took something, I don't know what. Did he just slime me with that? Oh, Ron. Did he just slime me with that? He played Queen G6 instead of Queen F5, and I could have taken his queen. What a Botez Gambit, Ron. That was brilliant. Brilliant. Hold on. Requesting a computer analysis. And our game just started. So let's just get back there. I believe that I'm still on the F4 trail. And the music is too loud as usual. Excelsior. Going for the really old-fashioned, I don't care about my... Oop, the waste of time there. Let's just continue to get it out here now. I have another where that came from. And we have time for this, which is always good. It's always good when we have time for that. Excelsior. What is my record with Excelsior? I think he's like +7. He is. He's +7. Gonna have to work very hard to keep this. What in the world is he doing now? What in the world is he doing now?
Pegasus SWE said, "Have a nice weekend. I have to go to my son today. I'll be there at 2 p.m. so I have to go now. See you later."
Thank you, Ron. Enjoy. Make sure you give him a hug, yeah? I'm a big believer in hugs on the whole, I'm not going to get him on the whole. How do I get him on the whole? Is my queen trapped? I don't know, but I have to get something that isn't. Really? You wish me to do that kind of damage too? So, is there a way to open this mess? We'll try it now. We'll try it now. That should do it. Oof. Excelsior with the +8. The Ironman competition continues. Bullet, Blitz, Rapid, and at some point in the future we will add Classical. Alrighty, now do I wish to castle just now? I do. Alright, let's see if we can put some attacks on the wire, and we'll get there soon. On wire attack 1, wire attack 1. Wire attack 1, wire attack. Really? Oh no! Did I do that? I did blunder. We better get a couple of pawns for this. If we can get just one pawn, I'll take it. It's gotta work. And it might. Really, really, really. I should have known that's what you were planning. But it never occurred to me. So... Okay. And another pawn? Does this mean we're getting another pawn out of this deal? It looks like it. Just one more pawn is all we really, really need. Can I do that? I don't know. Wow, I got mated in one move, and it could have hurt. Oh no, that one will hurt. I should have played queen there. That one will hurt. Good job, Excelsior. Nicely done. That terrible defensive formation really got out of control. So we have plenty of room between these. And it's possible that this one could start a little later for 35 minutes. But we're going to try to make it quarter past arenas. We will see what happens in quarter past arenas. The first one, always the slowest. We don't really have an audience for bullet, so I understand completely that we don't have an audience for bullet. This will require some random growing. We're going to still give everyone the bird. It's possible that because I'm not playing, the most main line of openings. Okay. Oops. Can't let that one happen. And now he's threatening that as well. Gads, folks. Ye gods. Just continuing to let it go, let it go. While we're at it, we're just gonna let it go, let it go. And now that this pawn can't be defended so easily, can't tell you how many times I've let this weakness go. And it works. It is worth it. I can't tell you how much pain it will cause. I even had bishop c7 realistically, right? And do we go here? Probably could have gone there last move. Alrighty then. He hath no idea how much pain this might cause, because I need one more rook involved. One more rook involved to get him off of this mess. What in the world are you doing? So now, is it checkmate or is it just the queen? We will find out in just a moment. It does turn out to be just a queen. Interesting. Very annoying. Oh, wise guy. Can I do it that way? I guess we'll find out just now. Whoop, the other way. We do have quite a few to go through here, and this is our instinctive mistakes that we are seeing in these positions. These are our instinctive mistakes. Let's head back for just a moment. Where is our chat box? Our chat box is over here, but I like it over here. One quick moment. Later, Ron. Thank you, man. Good morning, Reaper Sean. A potato. Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Potatoes are not on my dietary plan. So that was the most recent one with Excelsior. Let's just do this one for a moment to see what we had. Learn from our mistakes. So rook, queen. So this position, queen to h5 threw it all away. And what could I do? Attack and defend. Maybe this one, yeah? C takes d3, and then queen to b4, maybe? Or bishop to d5. I see, I have the right idea. And if he played bishop takes, I just return to the scene. And on bishop e4, bishop d5, just centralization. That's what I missed. I missed a very good plan for centralization. It does not like the idea of my rook sacrifice at all. So that really leaves only a couple of moves that are available here. Both of them being rather passive, at least in my opinion, unless we go for it. No, he'll just take. Bishop takes, queen takes check, and queen takes rook. And bishop takes rook. So queen takes e5, f6. Wow, it really believes that I'm that much better here. The rook to b3. For whatever reason, I just didn't recognize this one as being that. This active, we will work on it. Now d4. Craziness. Knight takes e4, rook takes e4, e takes d4. His king is rather exposed. I may have had this check as well, but this was pretty telling, pretty telling. Queen e2, d3. Queen e3, rook d6. And then here, queen to c2, queen to b2 was a terrible move. Queen to g6 was a terrible move. We can just take. His plan was to play queen to g6. But we have rook f8 check, and he has no more checks incoming, it seems. I don't know why I didn't just take that, and I don't know why I didn't just take this. Run. Hit and run, Ron. Hit and run. As he disappeared on me. We have a little bit longer. Now we have about exactly a half an hour before the next one starts, which means that we did not plan this out appropriately. But that's okay, because that's the schedule that we allotted ourselves. Going over games, doing some study streams. Excelsior is back. I need to play f4 just because I want to get my f's in. I am going to give it f. I have no f's left to give. No, Excelsior. What happened? Dudovich. You're number 3, Igali. Mekla, who did you beat, sir? Oh, you were playing Excelsior while I was gone. Nicely done. Let's check this one out for a moment. And we'll come back to number 2. And number 3. Now, just the fact that my opponents are not requesting the computer analysis, right? The fact that my opponents are not requesting any computer analysis tells me that this is an unserious game for them. I don't like the stone board. I'll leave the stone board for now. But the pieces are not dark enough, right? Piece set, I don't think that matters. The background sound board hue. Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible. We have to do it all within Lichess enhancements, unfortunately. The pieces. have to be darker. Is that the problem? That's way too dark. So we can't use the stone board just because I like the neo pieces. I do like the neo pieces. I do feel they are gentle enough. But the stone board is going to have to go. This ugly green board I do not like at all. This is like the ugly cheese.com board, which is absolutely atrocious. Check our opening book. So as black, we faced B3 220 times for 47-47. Wow. We are 47 and 47. That's crazy. B3 is, for whatever reason, something I've not made up my mind what I want to do with. So if I just play D5, that seems to work. D5, bishop to B2, C5, and I go for the wedge. C5. White must play E3 here, by the way, because when they play any other move, then I might get the wedge with and F6 is what Fischer played to a great extent, but this is the move here that maintains the advantage for white as they control E5. There's a small threat of the bishop's sack to reach the short diagonal. Short diagonal. I've played it myself over the board when I had to do it. So G6. Yeah. Gonna head back for a moment. Ron Hay by performance. Let's get out some dojo alerts, and it will be 20 minutes away from our second event in just a moment. The correspondence Grandmaster Stefan Brozowska. Let's do it. The streaming triathlon. Copy link address. Leg 2. Let's see if I can spell this right the first time. Triathlon. Blitz. Leg 2 of the streaming triathlon Blitz. In 20 minutes, giving ourselves plenty of time. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. We're going to make sure that we are Daily Dojo Triple Training Triathlon. Yeah, let's change it to triathlon. Why don't we? I see you, Igali. You are in. Where is my kick? Pop out. I noticed that certain commands are read and others are not. I'm wondering why.
Check out the amazing publisher, Chess Informant. The most important chess publications and combinations download. Even more info. Check out more special pricing, plus my YouTube Informant playlist.
I wonder if it's because of the YouTube and the announcement that it does not read it. It's like a special ban on promoting other.
A dojo legend and longtime supporter of the dojo, Zalakai created and donated our amazing belt sub badges. Please go follow Zalakai and watch entertaining and educational chess content at
Widget builder, widget library. C'est la vie. Let's head back to where we were just now. We didn't do our learn from our events so much. So yeah, I can only do 50 events at a time. And we have roughly 14 events scheduled in each of these. I left off at October 18th because I did not do both Saturday and Sunday and start working through the week, unfortunately. October 18th for all three, and then I will create more or less later today. It is Sunday after all. Are we up to number 4? This one, oh, this board, ugh, egads, I almost lost my breakfast and I haven't even had breakfast. Blue. I do happen to like blue. Bubblegum, ugh. Burled wood. Dash, not bad. Graffiti, yuck. Green, we already know what that one's like. ICC is the most pleasant, ideally. This one somewhat matches the background. Lols, now we're playing in the park. Let's learn from our mistakes. I played bishop to d4, but I should just play bishop e2. There's something hanging over there that I didn't think about. So yes, I was concerned about bishop takes f3, bishop takes f3, d4 forking, but bishop takes b7 gives me a full rook. And they have some interesting problems trying to get out of it. In this position, I didn't need to play that move. I just needed to keep going with f5, f5. Was it enough? f5. a4 then? Nope, didn't like a4. We've got +3 in this position. Really? That's crazy. Could it be? Could it be? What do we need to shut him down? No, that's just walking right into it. Is he actually going to get castled? I guess I'm supposed to take and just take. Even though I wasn't entirely sure about his... this is what I didn't see. The knight takes d5. That is what I didn't see. And in this position, it's probably the same exact thing. I sacked a piece for this. It may have worked out, but it shouldn't have worked out. Alright, fine. And if knight takes f6, then just b3. Knight takes f6, then just b3. We'll get to the center of it all. Center of it all. It wants me to... I know how materialistic it is. Whoop, I'm wrong. I am so wrong. It really wants me to go this way? No, that's better for black. What in the world? It wants me to get this one. What is the overall assessment? So I am plus 1.x. Because of the threat of knight takes c5. Got it. Bishop g3 sort of does it too. I don't think so. I do understand bishop d6 a lot though. So now this position is totally equal. And I chose rook on a to e1. I should just grab my pawn. Yeah, I did. I thought that after king f7 I also get to play knight h5, but maybe not. Interesting though, I didn't consider bishop f4 letting it hang and coming in this way. I literally threw away my entire advantage here. So black had knight takes e5. Review black's mistakes. Good morning. Excelsior. I'm alright. Mildly bothered that we don't have greater attendance, but we have never ever focused on the bullet portion of our game. We did have a fellow Dark Myth who was a tournament organizer at one time from Finland, and he was anxious to get bullet started, but I told him the fastest he could go was 1+1. Always increment, all the time. We're here to learn. We're trying to do our best. There's no reason. There's no reason to throw away our games with fast moves when we're trying to actually hone the process. I'm not a big fan of knight c6, putting the knight in front of this pawn, so I did like your move in this position. I like this move better than knight c6 objectively, even though it didn't turn out that way, right? How are you doing, Excelsior? I am wondering what it's all about. Are you in Europe? I assume that most of my audience, I don't gear toward the very unserious country that I live in at all. Basically, the unserious country that I live in might as well just be bullet and farming. We are now a farming nation, as the entire world just figured out. We had been farming for years. In fact, we had a heavy agriculture in chess. Oh, nice. Indonesia is way up on my list as far as visiting. At various moments, I know it has not always been safe, but I'm telling you, the United States is not a safe country either these days, it seems. So welcome to our world. So in this position, the opponent played bishop e7. Excelsior played bishop e7. Does he know what he's supposed to do in this position? This is almost too bright for this early in the morning. For me, as you can see on my stream, I think the time is in the bottom right-hand corner. It is just past 7 a.m. It is great to have you. It's not that the bullet games can get wild. Every game has the possibility of becoming wild. It's the fact that you end up disrespecting the process of finding a good move and thereby, oops, resume learning. I clicked on something to get back and I didn't know what. I should have clicked right there in the corner of the screen. Is the top of the board cut off, or is it just fine? Let's make sure of this. It looks like it's not completely cut off. Interesting. In 5 minutes, we do have another dojo coming up. Another dojo event coming up. We also have the socials. This is a good one to test the TTS.
Sub to our YouTube channel, please, with the official Master Chess Dojo name. Follow for updates and impromptu instructional stream info. Insta, Twitter, Chessable, use Chessable, and join the dojo Discord.
This is no good. But what could it be? Oh, they were expecting bishop f5? Maybe. But basically there was a little bit of a logo here. There was a little bit of a discovery here. I apologize, I'm thinking about logos. So in this particular position, rook c8. I was honestly thinking that we could do with some simplifying because there's the threat of queen check here. Just in case it amounts to something. Next, bishop d6 was definitely the oversight of the game, because you just didn't realize that I was going to discover upon you. I have only been to Singapore as far as Asia goes, and I survived it. I survived my trip to Singapore, and I mean that in a very fun and cool way. Basically, I survived it because I knew that I would probably not want to come back if I traveled to Asia. I really would not want to come back if I traveled to Asia. But I did make it back. I did somehow make it back. So bishop to d6. I think anything is better than bishop to d6. So the idea that I had with king to f7 would be that I could recapture with the bishop and not get so thoroughly checkmated, right? Is it still this move? Still the simplistic move. Queen takes king d7. Yuck. I guess that the queen is going to take this bishop on e7, so it's kind of rough. How are we doing on the attendance? I should be here to get some of these people to sign up. But at least if people are aiming to get to the bullet, they will still be awake for this portion. Where are we in our puzzle streak, by the way? I do wish to correct where is the content display? Is this the one we're doing? The G and leechess.org is showing at the top, but I don't think I can avoid it, unfortunately. Whoops. And if you are a member of this team and this team only, then you'll be able to get and then we're going to watch Medi versus Mekladanos just to see how the time works out. Oh, the time is not above the board. That is the least of my worries, having the time above the board. Right? Because when you're playing, it's fine. And someone else joined the dojo, so let's see. Wait, we had a fourth. I thought we had a fourth. Reload. What happened to Miles? Is Miles streaming? I don't see Miles streaming. Maybe Miles is setting up his stream. Suggested collabs. I really believe that all of these streamers that Cheese.com is signing up would actually experience the pleasure and the leisure of playing on Lichess. Leisure chess, basically. All right, and we're off. We haven't checked our stats yet, Medi. But we're still trying to get... I want to see the scores so far as Medi won the last one here. Maddie won the last one here. We want the full experience now. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? I'm just trying to play around with this one here. What does it matter? What does it matter? Uh-oh, this could win some material. We have unveiled and removed this defender just in time. We have it now. Alrighty. Knight takes check. So we're taking two in a row, right? And he's getting an exchange out of the deal. Well, he opted out of that one just because we had it first. We had it first. I have to keep it up right now. And if I go for it, I want to keep developing too. You can't move away from this bishop so easily. Oh no, you can't move away from that bishop so easily. Yes, yes, yes. I like my knight on that square there. Knight takes, I give up. Knight takes, I give up. Oops. Can I go for it? What? What? Okay. Interesting. Knight takes, rook takes. Matty, how is he beating me? I don't understand. The score is... Where are you headed from here? Interesting. How do I get there from here? Oh no. Oh no, you're not supposed to go that way. You're supposed to go back. Am I gonna get this? There we go. Managed to make a Rosen trophy out of it. That was not easy. Under promoting to a bishop with mate seems redundant, but I wanted to possibly farm him to a square where I could promote to a knight. Promotion to knight with check, and promotion to other things with check. Always good. Druganot, who is +5 on me. Hold on. I don't know if I've played that against him. But let's get our E6s up. Let's get our E6s up. The refutation to the Queen's Gambit. And we need to study more Rubinstein. Interesting. What in the world are we doing here? Let's get our king out of the center right now. Wow, wow. Interesting. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. And it's interesting. Wow, what a move. What a move. And he threatens mate on top of it. That's craziness. Fair enough. Well, that was a little interesting. Didn't expect that one. Did not expect that one. I don't know what I was thinking. Actually, I do know what I was thinking now. I do know what I was thinking now. Bishop, knight, bishop, knight, bishop, knight, bishop. Takes, 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 takes. Wow. Rook check. Rook takes, rook takes. Oh, that's mate. Wise guy. That's mate. Wow. I don't have much choice, but I have so many extras. How do I get there from here? Just seems so weird. Oh, you have rook d8, rook d8. All right, fine. That was kind enough. So here a check, there a check. Huh. I was playing with my win. God, it was so cool trying to create something there. So cool trying to create something there. Devon Ark. We will work on your English, sir. We will work on your English. We will work on it. And we have a... What in the world is going on here? I still can't see the stats as easily below. Yes, yes, please. We're just going to go with this board. What in the world? Takes, takes, takes. Where do I wish to bother him now? Alrighty then. This is a very common misconception, to say the least. Very common misconception that you can play this way. Alright, this is our second game. D4, E6. When your opponent wishes to play the French, let them. Fair enough. Wow, 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 wow. Where's that knight going? Ye gods. Let's take care of that one. And maybe even that one. Here, takes, there, takes, there, takes, there. Am I going to be trapped? I don't think so. I might wonder. Oh, fine. 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 Uh-oh. It's gotten worser. And worser. Yes, please. I'm so sorry. Did my prep quite well? What is prep? Rook and pawn endgames. But you need to really play a little bit more solid to get to the rook and pawn endings. I had a student the other day commenting about the rook and pawn endgames. And the difficulty therein. Miles is streaming. He did get his stream up. Why am I not seeing him right here? It's early morning in Charlotte on a Sunday morning. That much is true. Love stopping into the Charlotte Chess Center team room. I can't believe Dragonaut got me in that position. I was enjoying it way too much. Stefano and I have played exactly 65 times. He was Poland's first correspondent chess grandmaster. Oh no. Really? He became a grandmaster? Pretty old. 1931. Not so old, I guess. At the age of 54. Correspondent chess grandmaster at the age of 54. Very cool. Let's check out Miles's game. Let's see what it was. Ah, he is on the Yusupov plan, which is definitely worth studying. What in the world happened there? Oh, he saved his knight on h5 by attacking the knight on h4. Miles is a little bit behind on time here, but in this position it worked. I might have played bishop takes check first right here, then bishop takes d4. Yeah, bishop takes check would have been mate. Dragonaut missed it, went for it instead, and he still didn't go for the discovery. Finally got it. And then he misses his other fork here. Dragonaut is missing a lot of these basic tactics, which is actually what my book is aimed at. And now with the simplification, oh, Miles. B5. You're really knowing how to risk it here. He's risking it for the biscuit. Bishop check. Bishop check. Queen check. No, silly. That's no good. I know Arthur Yusupov, and I do know his system fairly well. It is exemplified in the Fundamentals and the Mastering series, by the way. Should we play? Let's do it. Let's play the that Fundamental series ourselves against Stefano. Just trying to gain some time here, folks. Not entirely sure what this bishop is going to accomplish on this side, but it's all part of the plan. Part of the plan. Weakening. Weakening. The king side now. Weakening. King side now. Yes, yes. Oh, I can't do that. I might lose material. We'll just get out of dodge here. So we have gotten the better pawn structure out of the deal. Small incremental advantages. That is what this system is, in theory, all about. We're borrowing this system from Miles. What do I wish to do to him? Rook takes. Push, takes. Oh, I can't do it. It's very much a bummer. Really? That's a bummer. Wow. You got it. Now it's true, true to me. Got it. Got it. Got it. Oh no, he got me. Just when I thought I had a draw. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Probably did have very close to a draw in that position. But not really. He was up a bishop. There's no way we're going to survive that one. Let's head over to the Rapid so that we can advertise our Grandmaster Panchenko birthday arena. Whoops. Hey. I thought I was doing that. 16 minutes, huh? Control C. The final. Triathlon final leg. Uh-oh, I need to check to see if I have a lesson. Or if I don't have a lesson. Dum 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 dum. We've got Medi. No Miles. What happened in that game? I guess we both lost with the ever so popular Yusupov system. Might have gone with this one to try to evict him because there's no saving that pawn, right? I don't understand what we were doing here. You are awesome. You're getting bound up into a knot. A ball of string walks into a bar. Tries to order a drink. Bartender says, I'm sorry, but we don't serve string here. The ball string goes outside, gets all frazzled. Comes back, tries to order a drink. Bartender says, I thought I told you we don't serve string here. And he goes, I'm afraid not. I am afraid not. Might have been time for a good exchange sacrifice there, but these bishops are totally, I don't know, out to lunch. It's time to get this bishop back into the game. Notice how far out of the game he is. It's actually worth the sacrifice of that pawn.
Said.
LOL.
Good morning, Sloth Bear. How are you? someone was asking about an 11:30 a.m. lesson. I have to look at the calendar here so that I can try to push this back for them. I'm missing the weekend simuls. That's what I'm missing. You Are Awesome is struggling with this. What happened here? What is going on here? Wait 1 second. Is this knight really trapped? I don't understand. I don't believe that knight was really trapped at all. I'm not sure why we're moving away from this. Should we take that piece, play knight to c4, and come back in? So we traded it for... Turned down for what? Rook takes check, rook here. Try to knight takes, knight protects. He's gonna keep his pawns. Despite being down a ton of pawns, he doesn't seem to want to trade these pawns. Is he getting one back? That is the question. Wow, we can castle? I don't know what that was going to do for us. I was suggesting that I was thinking that we should just walk right up. Keep the pressure on that pawn because now the knight is freed. Not sure that this is any closer to this square than it should be. We're not defending it easily. OMG. OMG. That was very creative. I liked it. I wouldn't play that. I might have played back here. Try for activity on the D file. It didn't seem to matter much after all. He really did have to play this way to get the activity. Is it a perpetual check? Maybe. Ouch. 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 Gonna undermine this, oh no. We just entombed our own rook. I thought he was coming back to this side. And we could have kept the rook almost entombed here. Don't have much of a choice. Moving a defender. You Are Awesome has managed to get this pawn moving. Now we are going to see some technique. Box, 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 box. No, box. Oh no. This is the world's largest box. We need to work on this technique here. You are awesome. One more time. No, you had rook c7 for one more time. Alright, now we've got our box. Now the box is closing. Now you don't need to move the king anymore if you'd walked over here. You really didn't need to move the king any longer when you walk over here. I mean, move the rook any longer if you walked over to this side. Yes, yes. Rook to that side. And he can resign. He could have resigned if you did it earlier. What? Why did we do that? Oh, I see. I see. Maybe that wasn't the right box. So I have to move this one up just a little bit. I am going to move this one up to 12, 20. Oh, it doesn't seem to affect that one at all.
Sloth Bear Anonymous
said.
My bad techniques and blunders wins every time.
Indeed. Thank you, Sloth Bear. We are about to head into the next and last phase of this triple play. I need more coffee. Whoops, I put it back on the warmer and it was almost empty. A very hot sliver of we haven't done any really good reels lately. Maybe we'll post it to the Discord. Oh my gosh, it's starting in 4 minutes. I have to boogie. It is good to have a lot of room between tournaments. It is certainly good. Alright, be right back. Let's see how that turns out. The be right back screen is it. There are so many people out there who are studying openings instead of learning how to win the game. In other words, if you are studying the London or any opening variation, how much will that really reward you toward winning a game versus learning specific strategic methods, maneuvers, plays, or honing your endgame skills toward pocketing further points and thereby gaining rating points? Aim higher. Set your standards higher. Be better. I mean, you're aiming at a level of player that is more or less intermediate. I already did this comment, or I already made this comment earlier, that players under 2400 are intermediate. So if you aim higher, aim at becoming a better player. Basically, Gotham Chess is an advanced intermediate player. He is hoping to become a grandmaster for a reason, because then he will be a real player. I would only hope to do the same thing myself, as my rating is even lower and weaker. I'm not as good as Gotham Chess yet. I am a hop, skip, and a jump above.
Regularly playing Blitz with Hikaru Nakamura, or regularly playing Blitz with someone who literally shows you glaringly what you're doing wrong like that. There is no substitute for the old-fashioned, just getting slapped across the face when you make the mistake. Just no substitute. Of course, the old discovered mate, I would actually like to call this the Reti mate, right? Where he sacked his queen on d8 and played bishop to g5 and bishop to d8 when the king ran to c7, as there were pawns here, rook on this square, knight on that square. So the Richard Reti mate followed by the, crossing my fingers that this is a pawn mate. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I wanted the pawn mate, and it let me down.
Arsenal fan Richie said, "Those bishops are pretty respectable."
They are, aren't they? Where are you going now? And I get a full rook out of this mess because we set up
Nope,
this
not an opening mistake.
little trap. The problem is that right now I believe that Ron is the better player, and nothing's going to change that. The only person that can change that is right here. If you honestly put anyone on a pedestal, then you're already going to have an experience. You're going to have some difficult experiences against opponents. If you put anyone on a pedestal, then you might as well just hang it up, because you're not going to be able to beat them. You have to take the bull by the horns, find their faults. They are human like anyone else, and that's all you have to do, is raise yourself up. Just in time, Miles is here. That would have been tragic to not have Miles have a game. So far, we're 2-2. He won the last one. I don't recall what the opening was, but we do have a really good battle here. He is explaining all of his thoughts. He is a little apprehensive. Eyeballing the bishop on e3. It's all about piece coordination. All about piece coordination. Miles. All right. This is where we left off. When in doubt, I don't think grandmasters have said shove the A pawn. Oh no! That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I hallucinated. That was supposed to be this knight that was supposed to discover, but c'est la vie. There's always a resource happening. Takes. That was an interesting choice to take with the H-pawn in this particular case. Bum, 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 bump. Interesting. He's forcing me to exchange, or is he? We have more where that came from. Oh, I didn't look for what I was supposed to be looking for. Uh-oh. This is going to be very ugly. I should have just saved my bishop. Bollocks. Yeah. It was a terrible game. Good job, Miles. Kudos. Namaste. Gotta give him a shout out. I try to get very, very entertaining, and I can't do that. Well, why do I keep when you have a sentence like that, it's very easy. What? Did I not make it? Miles. M-I-S. Mias. Oh, Miles plays chess. Silly me. It is a Z. Miles plays chess. Oh, he's not being consistent. What? Miles plays chess? Oh, it's Miles with an S. How many times do I have to get it? He's good. He's definitely worthy of that one. He's playing somebody who berserked, of all things. I like his Nimzo Larson approach to the opening, though. His definite. So we have 4 of 5 playing right now. So let's just check it out. It's amazing the variety of the games you get within just one opening without having to play all of the openings. The natural move here is B takes C4. But because you don't really want to give up the center pawn as black. Unless you have a purpose, such as knight E4 in this case. Was that an option back here as well? No. Although I might have gone for it in this manner and then just kept all the pressure available on the C pawn. Let's return to the Alexander Panchenko birthday arena. We could probably go back. Now, Miles is certainly the better player here. When you drop in on a game like this, you can just look to see who is the better player in a particular position. And black should have played rook takes A2. Black really should have played rook takes A2. Rook on the 7th rank. Oh, unless black is going for a draw and the queen has just now gotten away. How rude and annoying is that? Now you have to return to the scene of interesting. Oh, now he really needs to return to the scene of. Oh no, Miles can just give up his knight for that exchange, but he chose not to. Now it must be played, I think. Takes, 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 takes. While this bishop, pawn and take. Knight takes, pawn takes, knight takes, check. Yuck. I don't know that we have a choice. Oh, the pawn took our knight, but we took a knight. So we do have a choice. We can play it this way. And that way. Oh no. Intel Corporation. Ouch. C7. He can wait for the mate. All he has to do is stop the pieces from coming back his way. He has the idea of mate with the rook left. This will tax our playing ability. Are we going to get OW int, or are we going to get, or are we waiting for yet another one? Because the three of us are waiting. It's one of those things, unfortunately. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, dum 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 dum. Fine, 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 fine. Interesting. Interesting. Do I want to do this to him, Takes, takes. Bishop takes. Takes. Bishop moves. Really? What do we wish to do to him now? And now it's time interesting. We're gonna do one for Jerry Goose. Oh, we're not gonna do one for Jerry Goose. What? What in the world? Let's see where he chooses to go. Just getting started, it's interesting. Just getting started, it's interesting. Just getting started, it's interesting. Oh no, he had exactly that. I should have played it better. Oh no. Got my work cut out for me. This game is a lot easier when you're not down in material. Right? This game is a lot better when you're not down in material. Where can he go to next? He's hoping for... Still a lot of material on the board. Still a lot of material on the board. Oh no, I can't do that. That's annoying. That is most annoying. Wow. Oh, he got me here, did he? That's annoying. He did get me here. Do I hang it up or do I not? Told me once, but I forgot. Nuanjithan from Sri Lanka. Congratulations. Namaste. You are good, sir. I just blundered. C'est la vie. If you're not already in the training arenas, remember this is despite the obvious inclination to want to win, our goal is merely to try to play our best possible chess, and that certainly was not it for me. My opponent actually had a great in-between move, a nice swish and zug in the middle of that game, which picked up a piece, and I did not give it the respect it deserves. And it was really because I did not look so closely at what he was up to. We're not playing our standard moves, but we're going into a Stonewall Dutch. That was a lucky break. I could have hung my queen. Now again, we talked about this before on how this bishop is out to lunch on this side of the board, honestly. And he just gave up his dark-scored bishop for no reason. Very unusual as well. The king side onslaught must begin. In fact, on average, you only really want to make this exchange if the opponent has to take back with the c pawn. Ideally. I am in big trouble now. That was a blunder and a half. A blunder and a half. Oh, he didn't go for it. Oh, but it is still the problem of wow, am I playing poorly? Is it because of all of the fast chess before the slow chess? Is it? Is it that problem? It could well be the problem of the fast chess before the slow chess. We need some pawn weaknesses to attack. Now I am 2 pawns down, but I have the safer king. And it is interesting. He's got to walk into some dangerous stuff. How could I survive this stuff? Check, 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 check.
Thank you for following Tellin. At Master Chess Dojo, grow your stream with bitliva.com. AI chatbots keep your chat active and help you gain followers fast. Remove space at 1C603B.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I may have drawn this game. It's so rude to me. Can't believe this happened. Brr. Brr. And I lose. It's no longer winning. He's got this checkmate. Oh, how rude. I lost the game. What a beautiful game to lose. What a beautiful game to lose. How did I lose this? Right around here. Alright, A, I played too quickly. So here, queen to d2. I really needed to put some thought into this particular position. And I did look at the discovered check. On all fronts, it's true. I just needed... There's so many ways to win this. So I did see this idea. But for whatever reason, I decided to play it first. Such a strange move, it seems. So I could have transposed, it seems. King a4. Queen d4 check. Queen to c4. Queen takes b2. Yeah. That's what I missed. Obviously the king cannot come forward because of queen to d6 check followed by mate. But this is what I missed. And if bishop c4, rook c1. Threatening this move here. Yeah, this was a real. This one really hurt. Losing this game really hurts. Losing the games that you want to win really hurts. That was a crazy good game, despite how bad it started out. Not having a good day. Miles, let's give him the old-fashioned knight c3. This one is huge. Entering e4. Does Master Chess Dojo know all of the players whose names he uses in his
Thank you
Namaste.
for following Yokai 70Q.
Yep. Auerbach.
Hi.
I'm trying to think of someone above Auerbach. I missed Agard when he was here in New York City for the Rapid. How are you? Advanced Intermediate. No, Sloth Bear. He is not 2,900. But if you do want to add 600 rating points to the actual rating for the chess.com ratings, then adding 600 for chess.com is realistic. We need a bit of a counterattack, don't we?
Hey sir, are you a coach? I'm looking for I coach I can pay.
I coach, I can hang. I am a professional chess coach. I'm a professional chess trainer. It's absolutely crazy what he's threatening now. I am a professional coach. You may DM me at any time. How am I going to avoid this? He's threatening a discovery of massive proportions. King moves, rook moves, rook moves. Yeah. I should have actually pinned him when I had the chance. It's a bummer. Oh no! Oh no!
It's an honor to be trained by you. I will DM you, but where?
Your choice. You can DM me anywhere but on chess.com. I hardly ever check chess.com. I don't necessarily know that. I'll put up all of my socials here. I might have room for only one more student. I am so full at the moment. The hard part is finding a regular time slot or two. You need an alternate in case stuff comes up, because life does come up. And achieving some assignments and stuff like that is key. You play on Chess or Cheese.com primarily. I don't blame you if you play on Chess.com. It is the #1 leading site for amateurs.
Okay, I'll DM you on Instagram.
Perfect. Those I do check. I shouldn't have Twitter on there. I hardly ever check Twitter anymore. I can't go on Twitter. It's so it's so toxic. At least Instagram is still somewhat nice and hysterical. There's still room for humor on Instagram. Oh well.
I'm on Chess and Chess.com.
That's good. That's great. Oh, I didn't put up my socials on that one. I'm sorry. I should do it on that one as well.
Sub to our YouTube channel, please, with the official Master Chess Dojo name. Follow for updates and impromptu instructional stream info. Insta, Twitter, Chessable, use Chessable, and join the dojo Discord.
For example, on this particular Sunday, I believe I have 5 lessons in a row. It's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 lessons in a row. I'm actually trying to extract myself from the last one of the day, just so that I can rest up for the school week, because there are no days off this week. No Jewish holidays, no nothing. And I teach chess all week long, so it's good to not be it's good to not be grumpy and whatnot. I think the thing that hurts the most was that I was playing fairly well for so many days in a row. Let's double on the 7th rank. Good job, Miles. I was also thinking that we can play f4 since we have the rook behind the passed pawn, because we're going to weaken d4, removing a defender. And this knight is pinned to the weakened pawn on a7, so that's also an option. Ouch. Ouch, the overworkedness of it all. This knight is... Now you choose to get forked here, and it doesn't end there at all. Pieces are falling. Pieces are falling. Nice win just in time.
Are you free now? I would love to play with you.
Oh, it's not about the playing, though. I am going to look at your games. If you message me your, what is your lead chess name? That way we can get started. I am going to give you a absolute fundamentals course that you must pass and review in the woodpecker style on Chessable. Nicely done, everyone. I assume that Miles is out of the Charlotte Chess Center. All right. I feel like I'm going to prepare for my lesson. Well, I didn't check my Instagram. As you said, you were going to message me. Oh, that's nice. What a great photo. That is so amazing. Don't you love it when people come out of the woodwork that you haven't seen in such a long time? Is your kick name the same as your elite chess name?
Sloth Bear Anonymous.
Said.
GGS, thanks again.
No, thank you, Sloth Bear. I'm sorry that I played so poorly today. Put this in there.
I want to be the first grandmaster in your country, and I believe I can do it.
Wow. What country is this? Yes, you can do it. If your country does not have any grandmasters, then yes, it is definitely possible.
Sa.
South Africa? I remember Alexander Ipatov met a student of mine, Grandmaster Mark Arnold, in South Africa when they were playing in a tournament.
KSA.
Oh, not South Africa. Saudi Arabia. And you're not far from Qatar, where a lot of, I shouldn't say Qatar, Dubai is where a lot of the events are held.
Yes.
I went with the wrong. I went with the wrong SA, obviously. Well, it depends. If you do not have, what's the right word? Super commitments aside from, the studying of chess and the pursuit of what you would like to do, then you have every chance in the world. But unfortunately, as we get older, life gets in the way of many things. Like, I could have been a much stronger player, but I ended up starting to teach out of necessity. And when you start to teach out of necessity, then your students become your world. Like, you achieving great success is and will be and would be my success. So I've had so many great young students win national championships that in my own virtual reality, I've been able to win these national championships with them, which is very cool. Anyway, let me check out your League Chess games. And my email is not that hard to figure out for business purposes. Obviously, it's masterchessdojo@gmail.com. But I unfortunately don't check the email as often as I should, because there are so many, as we've already talked about. You know how it goes. There's so much email in the world today. It's like ridiculous. All right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we are
My user in Lichess is Aints091.
excellent. Oh, you haven't played that much yet. So this is good. Have we played structured chess? Not quite. I would avoid stockfish and so forth like that. One of the great activities to get started at the moment is to complete almost all of the chess basics. I would recommend completing all the chess basics. These really fundamental exercises will highlight something that you're overlooking, and this is subtle stuff in the background that most people don't pay attention to. Everybody thinks they know how the pieces move. But even myself, I know that when I get to a certain exercise in the queen category, I actually have to think about this one in order to plot ahead and capture all the stars in one go. So, for example, if I do this one in a hurry, it could easily be that I will fumble the ball, right? Etc., etc. And the only way to get 3 stars. Now, this is not really what it's all about, but there are some that require your thought, and I agree that some of these could be redone, like capturing the enemy pieces safely. Where is that one? Now, this one, for example, I find the queen versus this one requires a lot of thought, even though there are multiple solutions to get 3 stars. But the most important thing is, as you get through to the end of this and you move on to the practice section, these are the drills as well. I'll reset all of these. But basically, all the basic piece patterns and being able to do the bishop and knight mate, for example. Exercise, delivering mate. I'm looking for the one. Here we go. So, for example, and now we are, interestingly enough, driving him into this particular corner. Now we need the knight on this particular square or that square, so this serves us well. And I guess we're going to drive him up this way. And we're going to coordinate our pieces accordingly. Notice that we're going to tighten the net so that the king cannot get out. Just so. And then all we need is a waiting move. Let me drive him into the corner. Now, I don't do it the absolute recommended way of the computer. But simply know that I can coordinate my pieces accordingly to do it. And this one is using the opposite colored bishop. So again, we need to move to either of those squares. So I'm just going to maneuver my knight to these squares, and we'll do it across the back rank this time. How about that? And it's the same pattern for the coordination of the pieces. We're just going to keep him. And it doesn't really matter to me if I don't do it in picture perfect time. It does matter, however, that I have fun with this. I don't know what the computer's thinking about, right? Is that funny or what? Doing these exercises is key for the practice list, and you can actually start almost anywhere. But I love, love, love these tactical exercises because you should be able to do the entirety of this thing in a small amount of time. I'm not a big fan on learning it, obviously. You could learn it. But in general, you can always move it back. Epic failure. Whose game is this? I've never seen this game. This is really horrible. I wouldn't say that this is a fairly rare endgame at all. Queen versus rook is much more rare. But definitely, if you were to play through all of these and be aware of all these type of tactics, then you're in business. Rook endgames, pawn endgames, etc. And being able to do them in rapid fashion. Alright, we do not have any raiders at the moment, so I'm going to roll the ending credits. Thank you all for being here. Yokai 70, I will message you, probably on Lee Chess. Checking, checking, checking. Going back in time. All right. Hold the phone here. Checking Instagram again. Got you. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Cheers and ciao. Must prepare for those early lessons. Yuck. Here we go. And we're starting our day. And I don't mean yuck as in the early lessons. I mean in the sense that